Crease. Mark and Will, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.
What's going on, people? Welcome back to another great episode of the Mark and Will Show. Of course, you got the favorite two hosts of the most, Mark and Will. What's up, my brother?
What is going down today? Throwback Thursday.
Yes, sir.
A little bit of that Chablis. Just a little bit of that
Just a little bit.
Chablis. As we move forward. Hey, man, we got co-creator, Cardinals Journal.
Yep.
And y'all know him. He's always on the show. He's family.
Yes, sir.
Bump. What's going on, Bump?
What's going on, fellas? Y'all doing all right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. You know, we wanted to decide. We decided to have a call meeting, get this meeting going because we need to talk about some of this U of L sports stuff
Right.
that we do well. So we got to get in there, big time. But first, what we want to do is talk about Mark and Will's player of the week. So we'll bring you on here with that too, so you can see these glorious numbers.
Yeah, them numbers. Great.
Okay. Mark and Will shows offense defensive players of the week, sponsored by Envision-Radio.com. Mr. Sweeney, male running back, 6 TDs. Bam! And was counting them. Dude said, hold on, can I borrow your finger? Let's rock and roll.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 160-something yards, handle business. It's a business decision, man. You know, when he come around that corner, if he gets to that second level, third level, and the DB's got to make a decision, I don't know. I don't see a lot of people that coach that's on Twitter.
Yeah.
That blasted a red team.
Yeah.
Recently, he will be blasting a lot of dudes because he's on a different level. Also, we got Raheem Pittman, 2 sacks. What makes him so special at 11 tackles is that I think he has like 26.5 for the season.
Yep.
Two top 5 sack master in the country. Rocking and rolling. So, in case you guys don't know what a vision gives you, we're going to go ahead and let y'all know.
Envision-Radio.com. It's a new online radio station that brings gospel music and talk radio together for an incredible listening experience. Envision Radio has a lineup of incredible music, talks, programs, ministry, cooking, therapy, medical, sports, and many more subject matters are covered in the programming. Envision Radio will allow you to enjoy the listening experience like no other. This is not your typical internet radio station. Make sure you listen to Envision-Radio.com on Thursdays at 3 p.m. to catch the Mark and Will Show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. We had a banger today. Hope you guys checked it out. If not, make sure you go on there. Go on the website. And there's other ones. If you follow us, Envision-Radio.com does a good job, and they tell you where you can find on Apple and different stuff like that. I'm trying to find out the playback because, I can only catch it, so I'm going to have to get with our people to see how, if you miss it, I can get the playback. Sometimes I like to, listen to, like, how Mark went ahead and just criticized somebody. That kind of stuff.
Not me.
But as we get into it, as we got Bump on her, y'all know let's go on and get into this real quick.
Yes, sir.
Let's get them on her, back on her. So, right here, let's talk about this real quick. This is a special thing that's going on at the University of Louisville. You got the what? You got the number one overall seed, man. Did y'all ever think that was going to be happening? I mean, at Louisville.
They've been serious about volleyball for a minute now.
Yeah, but
Yeah, they bought that coach in, man. She's tough.
let's see stuff.
I think she's already won one championship. Has she with was she with Nebraska? I know she was out west
Well,
somewhere.
if you ever in Nebraska, yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
But what's remarkable to me is that Kentucky was rocking and rolling and won the championship
Yeah,
last year. And
yeah,
so
They
if
did.
Louisville can follow up and get one of them, say, oh,
yeah,
we got one of them too, pipe down.
Right.
yeah. Be like the Louisville and the Kentucky basketball team in 12 and 13.
Right, 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 right.
Yeah, back to
I'm,
back.
and they went undefeated the first time. They got the longest winning streak in the University of Louisville history. I'm proud of them, man. And
Yeah, no doubt.
don't drop the soap.
That's right. Keep your eyes on the prize. Ain't that what they used to
Keep
say?
your own pride.
Because, don't be like a team to get undefeated and all of a sudden lose in the Final Four.
Jesus
Not saying no names.
No names, brother.
he said no
No, no
name.
names. No names. All
No
right.
Wisconsin.
Right. Oh. You
He
said
did
enough. You said enough. All right, man. Let's go to this next one. This
Yes,
next
sir.
biggie right here. Get bumping here. All right, man. Right here. What we got now, Mark?
You got Louisville versus Michigan. Number 10 Louisville versus number 12 Michigan is actually on right now. Louisville is up 13-9 to 17.
Well,
41.
17 now.
41 to
41
17.
17
That's okay.
now.
You was
Yeah,
talking. You
yeah,
was
yeah,
talking. You was talking.
yeah.
You know what though? First 5 minutes of this game, man. They were struggling. Louisville looked like they couldn't find no offense. But to me, right off the bat, man, and like have we all three talked about it before.
Yeah.
I love Emily Angster, dog. She is a unicorn. Like
Yes.
offensively go through her, man. I'm sorry. I understand
Yeah.
everybody likes the guards and Van. This girl is like ridiculous, though. Because she's six
Yeah.
one, but she's
Mm-hmm.
wingspan so long and she's athletic, man. She
Absolutely.
makes plays that you don't see no more, man. She's
Now you know
something.
she's tough, man. I'm
Yeah,
sitting here watching them now, man, and she's still doing her thing, man. She's tough.
man.
She's tough.
She's different. She's a different breed, man.
Right.
She was a
She's like they
top.
keep saying, she's a pro.
Yeah, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And that's why she came to Louisville to like harness her stuff so she can go to the next level.
Right.
He's like, dude, you got a
Right.
track record, and tell you the truth, besides Angel and Hines Allen, that's the prototype. So you thinking, okay,
Yeah.
and she's actually longer than them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But why not go there? She's so special, man. And I'm just like, once she gets her bearings, like, okay, when you join a new team, I'll go to a new school, you gotta wait till everything comes. I'm like, dude, give it to her now.
Yeah,
She's
she
that
figured it
dude.
out. Yeah,
Yeah,
she figured it out, man. She figured it out.
yeah.
Plus she rebounds well too.
Oh man,
She
man.
does she does it all. She does it all, man.
You got to go ahead and give it to her, man. Really, because Haley's struggling and all this kind of stuff. And I think this
Yeah.
kind of identity, but I know one identity we can all agree on. They play
The
some defense.
defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed. Without question, man. Hey, I seen them. They was rotations was perfect, man. The traps. And that's their stale mark, man, is defense.
Right, right.
Playing the passing lanes and whatnot.
The
So, you
offense
know,
would come. The offense would come.
exactly. Exactly. You
And,
always in the game if you got defense.
oh yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, man. I mean, it's so funny because going back to the earlier part of the season when they was playing, and they was playing some teams besides Arizona. The Arizona loss, I'm gonna chalk up. Arizona got a great coach too. They actually coached
Yeah.
together, Jeff Walsh. But when you don't know who's the go-to, and then you one who you think is go-to is deferring a lot, that puts you.
Right.
So to me, sometimes as a coach, you gotta say, "Bump, you that person.
Yeah.
We're going through you."
Absolutely.
And
And
ain't
plus
nothing wrong with
Arizona was
that.
in, yeah, Arizona was in the Final Four last year. People forget,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And
you
they
know,
they got some
and we
athletes.
yeah, and we lost them in what overtime. So that's not
Yeah,
a bad
yeah.
loss.
We lost the overtime and we did not show up in the first
Right.
half and stuff like that because Van Lith went off like in the third and fourth quarter. You know what I'm saying? Fourth quarter mainly. So it's
And
like,
plus, it was the first game of the year.
yeah,
Plus, it was the first game of the year. So,
and that was their second game.
right,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, I think things get worked out, but like I said, man, you can see certain things, man.
Right.
She's
Oh
a
yeah,
pro. She's a pro. Like you already know, she is a pro. So go through that pro. I'm sorry, man.
oh
I
you
saw
got to, you got
whatever.
to,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
all
you
that
got
kind
to.
of stuff. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
an unfinished product. Not, lots of pieces. You lost only one person, even though we know she's top five, top of all time, and the
Louisville.
women's.
Yeah.
So you
Right.
know that's gonna hurt. But you got to keep rocking and rolling, and they will. Jeff, that's one of them coaches like McDonald. You don't worry about.
Yeah, you don't, because you know he's gonna figure it out, man. I
Yeah,
still think we need a big in the inside to go ahead and finish it off, though.
that would be great. Yeah,
That would be
you
great,
and I
man.
have talked about that several times. If they can go ahead
Yeah,
and get one of them 6'7", they can run.
yeah.
Makes a difference. Just to
Right.
clog up that middle,
Yeah.
block them shots, get it on out of there.
I don't see why we didn't get the other girl from Syracuse that's at South Carolina now.
Because Don said we're gonna win the championship, we got everybody back.
Everybody.
Everybody back.
But she would have been starting for us. She's barely getting any clock with them.
Right. See, yeah.
Yeah,
That point. She definitely would have been
right,
starting her and Ansler, and then it'd been like, we got you. We got
right.
you. Yeah.
And then you could have bought Cochran in off the bench and Dixon,
You know
for a
what?
30 and wherever.
It's almost like you playing a small ball version of women's
Yeah,
basketball because Carter's not no center. And lots of time when she go, like, Power 5 schools have like 6'5", 6'6" centers. And she's
yeah.
6'2", 6'2" and a half, 3 maybe on a good day. So it's like, when she face up, they like, dude, you're going to have to do something else.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah, you got to do something
yeah.
else. And she gets stuck. So I'm
She
with you.
does.
And I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Unless you got that monster, that six that can move and do everything, there's a 6'2", 6'3", that can draw fouls. That's the
Yeah.
missing piece on, like, been for a while. Because go back to this real quick. How many times have Louisville faced big, tall ladies in the NCAA and lost? Then you beat
Yeah.
Brittany. You
Right.
lost to that Mississippi State girl because she was 6 foot.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Different stuff.
Yeah.
Stanford had a whole bunch of tall people
North Carolina State in the tournament last
in the
year. They
tournament,
had.
and
Yeah.
really that's disappointing because reason why to me I think they lost that game was because it was too much Dana. Like
Yeah.
they relied too much on her. She had a lot
Yeah.
of players up that ball, but she's like, dude,
Yeah.
I don't trust y'all, and that's
She didn't.
because old boy put the ball in the hand. Let's rock and roll.
Right.
You know, that's the difference, and that hurt them big time. But I mean, we know they're gonna rock and roll and turn everything around once they get comfortable. But my thing is, I just love the staple of defense. Continue to play defense. Everything's gonna rock and roll.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? A lot of people might be on here or will watch this for these next two topics that we're going to do. And this is no holds bar. First one up. First one up.
Louisville Cardinals lose to Michigan State last night, 73-64.
Go ahead and bump. I'm gonna let you go ahead first, bro. You be good.
I had some knee jerk reactions last night, and
Did you?
I did. I did. Of course we do. We all do.
No,
But the
I
thing
saw a
is,
couple of them I saw a couple on Cardinal Journal.
I bet you did. But man, I think that we don't have an identity right now. You got a team with no cohesion.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying? You got everybody that's playing together that's never played together. So I know it's gonna take some games for them to, you know what I'm saying, to get that cohesion to where they used to playing with each other. But right now, man, we a team without an identity. I mean, years past, we knew we had one guy we could count on that we was gonna get 17-5 from, or 12-4, or whatever. This year, I can't think of when we going into the game. I can't think of one guy that I could name that's gonna be. I know what he's gonna do today.
Right.
Who's
Surefire.
the man? Right. We need that one guy, which I thought it was gonna be Withers, but he's withered out so far.
like the plants, like the flowers.
Right, exactly. So man, I'm hoping one and Sam, Sam, he's still playing like Sam, up and down. And you got guys that plays good ball against these small schools, but man, we're gonna need you this weekend against North Carolina State. Somebody's got to step up.
Right, right.
Like I told people, we'll see where we at this weekend.
Yeah.
This whole week, I knew Michigan State. I knew Michigan State was gonna be hard to go in there and
First
win.
first true road
Right,
game.
right, and plus they got Izzo on that bench, which makes a difference.
Yeah.
Izzo's been there, man. Coaching makes a difference.
Yeah. And I would
He
say
called
this.
one.
I would say this. Let me jump in with you. Because I had somebody say, what was the difference? Mac was coach. Well, Mac ain't been with his team in 2.5, 3 weeks. That's hard and difficult. Especially
It
when you
is.
bring in 8 new players. I don't care who you are. I, Take Rick out, take Denny. If you ain't been there for 2.5 weeks, it does make a difference. I'm not saying that Denny, I mean, I love Denny and I love Rick when he did, you know what I'm saying, except when he got blind on some things. But don't hold that against that guy, first guy. I
Right,
mean, for real. Because it truly,
right.
it's different from playing in Bahamas in a damn ballroom where there ain't that many fans than playing at
Right.
Michigan State that's got 13, 15,000 people.
And
Totally
like he
different.
said, man, he said he was off. He watched every game of Michigan State.
Yeah,
So he came out. He came out with a scouting report. I mean, he came in the first half. You
but
played good defense.
he ain't the one who went Noah Locke 0 for 7, 0 points. He ain't the one that Withers that we still trying to figure out 7 points. He ain't the one with Sam. I am throwing fouls left and right 0. Uh, thank God, Mason Faulkner 0 points. Thank good Matt Cross 0 for 5, 2 points. If L. Ellis didn't get that stuff in garbage time,
Right.
you know, I'm agreeing with you. I think basically now you need to find out the rotation. You need to
Yeah.
see what works. You ain't got to do no hockey shift, 5 players at a
No.
time. For you ain't got to do that. You ain't got to do it. This game right here, one of the most disappointing things to me. Where was Curry and JJ Trainer? I mean,
Yeah.
everything else sucked. Why not give them
Right.
some run?
Right.
Why not give them some run, man?
You
And
got to put him in, man.
for Malik Williams, I mean, he's not healthy to me. He's
I
not
told you beginning of the year.
right. We talked about it. We all talked about it. But I would say this: I'll take 10-8 from him against a
Yeah.
good Michigan State team. I'll take that.
Right.
But these other guys, you gotta give me more, man. You gotta give me more.
But you know what? They kept saying that we was a better shooting team this year, which we probably are. But the thing is, if you can't get your shot off, man, and you got teams that defend like Michigan State, it's gonna be hard to score.
But
I
also,
mean, if you would jump, you
I,
got to be able to break somebody down off the dribble and score.
but also,
Like,
bro, also is this: they missed a lot of open shit. Like it
yeah,
wasn't just Michigan. I mean, when I'm watching it, even though we doing an interview and before, it was a lot of dudes wide open that was missing. And I'm like you. I think I think this is a better shooting team, but it's almost a crash course. So you best believe you. So Pegues did his thing. He's pre-exam. Now this
yeah,
coach who's mad because he didn't know, everything's going. Granted, you can say, well, if you shoot, understand that. But when you finally got to play D for the first time in your life, when you finally got to look at a
yeah,
scout report for the first time in your life, everything ain't
yeah,
the same. But I'm like you. One of the most disappointing things of this game was how you let Michigan State shoot that many 3 points.
yeah. They caught fire.
Like,
But you know what? Wood? When you run sets, I was listening to Mac early in the week when he was talking about Michigan State. He said he watched every game,
mhm,
every minute they had. What did you see that?
right.
He said they run 100 plays.
That's a lot of
They
plays.
run 100. They run 100 plays. He said. And you got a coach like Izzo over there, man. And this is not. This isn't even a vintage Michigan State team.
No, it's not.
This isn't. It's
No,
not.
no.
But when you can take an average team and put them with a coach that's about them X's and O's and that teaches defense,
Oh my gosh.
you can win some games.
Right.
Now, what they do away from Michigan State or what they do once in the tournament, but Michigan State's always gonna have a chance because they got a coach on the bench
Hmm.
and he has a system that works for his players.
And you got to
Absolutely.
also think what you just said. You're talking about that pretty much. Yeah, they could have brought in 3 or 4 or 5 freshmen, and I don't know, in a
Yeah,
transfer or two. But you also have a core group. But I just think people. I don't think we're gonna see a finished. I ain't gonna say finished. I don't think we're gonna see a cohesiveness group until really,
no,
to be honest,
late in the
um,
season.
maybe January.
Yeah,
In January when Whiting Conference, because now my coach is here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All this stuff.
and you think about it, Wood. You got kids, man. Even with Malik, you got kids like Samuel Williamson, and the Davis kid just now getting to play with Malik Williams because he's been out all last year hurt.
Hmm.
Then you factor that in, which you got a lot of transfer in. So these kids never played together.
Never.
It's different playing pickup ball in the summer compared to
What you
playing
said.
game ball. To where if we've been playing together, I can give you a look, and it means go back door,
Right.
as opposed to we just on the court for the first couple of times together. It's
You
gonna
know
take a
what
while
though,
to figure
Bump?
out.
You know what, Bump and Mark? When I was driving over to the show yesterday, and I'm listening, I watched a little bit, of course, before it came. But when we were stopping them on defense and we could not score, we stop them, turnover.
Yeah.
Stop turnover. I'm like, you cannot do that on the road.
Yeah.
You can't.
Oh.
We're too loose with the ball. And I don't hear about we pushing up. And hell, y'all was walking like y'all was at the YMCA.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
what is going on? And I really think, and people might want to underestimate that when you're playing your first road game against one of the nice vineyard and a good team and a great coach,
Right.
that makes a difference, dude. Now, if you
It
play
does.
against Coastal Carolina, yeah, you'd have won. You'd have
Right.
won, even if they had a student section, rah, rah, rah. But sometimes you got to be smart about your schedule. I don't
Yeah.
get that. Like, like Jeff Walls, as we talked about. If you knew Arizona was playing a game before that game, why wouldn't you do that too?
Hmm.
You don't have.
But think about him. He's established.
No, no,
He
no, no,
considers
no,
his
no.
team
You established. It ain't about you being established. Your team is not established without Daniel
right.
Evans. That's my whole
But
thing.
the thing is, he sees it completely different. He don't mind taking a loss early to learn from it
True,
because he knows they're going to be good on the back end. You see what I'm saying?
true,
So he could take that loss he had against Arizona and make it a teachable moment,
true, true,
as opposed to going out playing Chattanooga U and busting by 30. You haven't learned that.
true.
So you know what I'm saying. Or even though they haven't played nobody up until I think really now for real outside of Arizona, this is their real first test, as far as with Michigan. He doesn't mind taking an early
Yeah,
loss.
but
You know,
but now he sees that they're another one. They're not going to be good until. I mean, they're not going to hit that shit either till January.
right?
Because it's so easy to say, here, Mark, you the guy, but you got to be used to being the guy. You got to be used to these teammates that's like, well, I've been here 20 years.
Hmm.
And but they're
Yeah,
not, we're not going to see a finished product with them or a good, cohesive to January with them, too. I mean,
right.
granted,
But the thing is,
you might
you
take it
got
on
a
the
coach.
chin.
Yeah, you got a coach over there though, and a philosophy that he's teaching,
Oh, yeah.
and
Yeah.
these girls are buying in. He's teaching that defense and rotation. All you gotta do is look at them tonight. They on tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you at the crib, you pump,
Yeah,
you have plenty of talent and all this kind of stuff. Also, you didn't have 2.5 weeks out either.
right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, granted, I know everybody wants to shoot Mac in the face, but my thing is, I commend him for even bringing in, changing those stuff, rocking and rolling with that.
Hmm.
You have plenty of talent. Now it's up to you to see how you're going to use that talent.
Yeah,
You deep. Well, like I said, it don't have to be a hockey exchange. Certain players needs to be in there, and you got to take them out. Like for instance, how you said about not having somebody to go to guy and all this kind of stuff, and you're absolutely right. My one of my biggest disappointment besides the defense was Noah Locke. What
Yeah.
dude? Where were you at? Their defense wasn't that tough. That
He
you was
can't.
missing some stuff, bro. And then like
He can't.
you hold on, he's trying to be like Garcia,
Dean,
Dean,
Saquon,
Dean,
Saquon
Dean.
Dean.
I want to prove that I can do something else besides shoot that three. Right now, bro, we need to shoot that three.
Yeah.
And then when you get in the lane, you ain't doing nothing. So it's like, bro, what we talking about here, bro? That's
He can't put the
wrong.
ball on the floor. He can't put the ball on the floor.
Exactly.
He can't.
So you need
If
to
you,
shoot.
I mean, and the thing is that I don't know if y'all listened to it during the Maryland game. He was playing Maryland. The first time he got the ball, Maryland was hollering shooter, shooter.
Yeah, yeah.
So the scout report is that if you got a good coach that's gonna really go over that scout report, they're gonna know he's a shooter.
Oh yeah,
He's
yeah,
not gonna beat you off. He's not gonna
yeah,
beat you off the dribble. He's not gonna take you. You know what I'm saying? So you just get on his hand when he's about to shoot
yeah.
and stay on him.
But I ain't
He's
gonna lie.
not gonna blow by you.
I ain't gonna even lie. Like I said, like we talked about it the first time. I don't mind if you put West and Faulkner out there together and have
Right?
Locke play the three because you ain't getting nothing from Jay Withers. And then if Sam's up there pushing off constantly,
Yeah.
I mean, like you,
Yeah.
it's so many combinations that they can do, and that's why I'm like, we're not gonna see. We're not gonna see. I don't know. I mean, like I said, JJ must be in the biggest doghouse built on man and earth. Carry, you couldn't have played against a bruising team,
Yeah. We could have used him last night
a
because
bruiser team.
Matt Cross, man, whoever he's checking
Oh, they
is
go
going
at
to
him.
the cup every time.
They go
Yeah,
at him.
they going to the
They go at him.
yeah, they go at him. So,
Yeah. But
the word
You
is
know
out
what?
on him.
But you know what I like though. I mean, you gotta man up. You gotta do whatever. I'd rather you. We've been through this before. McMahon. When McMahon was in there, was going. The
Yeah.
difference is McMahon was 5, 6 foot. This dude
Yeah.
6'7". So, dude, you got to wall up, man up, give a
Yeah.
little space, don't crowd. You can work with that. I'm just saying.
Right.
Uh, but you're right. They every time he's out there, throw the ball over. Let's go, let's go.
Yeah.
And that's a serious issue. But we'll see, man. I mean, and you hit it on the head earlier. We'll see as far as NC State on Saturday.
Yeah.
Did you
And
learn
man,
something from this game? Right.
yeah, because I mean, Keats is one of Tino's boys, so he's gonna pressure. He's gonna get the ball. I
Is
watched
he
him
still
last night.
there?
They play. Yeah, I watched them last night. They beat Nebraska in
He great.
double. Not
He great
four
get fired.
overtimes.
He great get fired.
Four overtimes. So man, I'm anxious to see what we do against them, man, because it's gonna be something's got to give. You
Yeah,
can't go in there losing. You need this win. This is early in the season, man.
yeah. This is a conference
This
week.
is almost a must. Yes, a conference game. So this is a
I'm,
must
you
win
gotta
this
have that.
early.
You gotta have that
Right.
without a doubt. You're absolutely right. You gotta have that, and you'll see what's going on with that. Let me see. Um, let me ask y'all real quick. Who would be your starting five, man?
You
Starting
want to go
five.
first, Mark,
Start.
or
Hold
me?
on. Starting five and 6 men. The 6 men that the first dude you bring off the bench, so that help you out.
I'm gonna go with Malik. I'm gonna go at the one. I think I'm gonna stick with West just because he brings defense intensity and
Right.
he's smart. He's smart with the ball. He's not gonna score much, but he's consistent. I mean, he's gonna do what he do.
Right.
He's not gonna score much, but he plays good on ball defense. So I'm sticking with him at the one. At the two, Locke is coming out. I would like to see Sam Williamson at the two.
No. No, sir. I'm sorry.
I mean, just listen to me now. The only reason I
All
say
right.
that
Okay.
is this: make him a jump shooter, slasher. You know what I'm saying?
But he
Don't keep
can't
the
shoot the
ball.
three though, bump. You gotta have somebody who can shoot the three though.
I think he could hit it if he get the right looks.
Bump, you know that's pushing it. But go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
At the four, I'm gonna stick with Withers.
Damn.
Yeah, at the four, I'm gonna stick with Withers because you gotta have it size, man. You gotta have it size.
But when you don't
And
use it,
then you said what now?
I said when you don't use.
He 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 hasn't he hasn't yet. I
Okay.
still got faith in him because
Uh,
he balled out for us last year. I don't know
yeah,
what's going on with him this year.
yeah, got
And
you.
then who did I say? I always say Malik.
Yeah, you said Malik. You said Withers. You said West.
Yep.
You said Samuel. So you need one more
And
person.
I'm gonna stick. And you know what? I'm gonna stick with Davis for the simple fact that remember I told you his game is 15 foot within the basket.
Oh, he been
And
balling the
sitting
last.
trying.
He been balling.
Yeah, last couple of
Yeah,
because he's saying 15 feet within the basket. He's not out there trying to shoot
yeah, he's been balling.
3 pointers from the corner,
So
which we know is the worst shot that is going. You know what I'm saying? Worst shot you can take is three from the
who's
corner.
your sixth man?
Six man, uh, big or guard that's coming in.
Whatever you want. Who's your sixth man?
Uh, man, I like it. I like that freshman kid, man. L. Ellis.
L Ellis.
Yeah,
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 yeah. At least you know he can get his stuff off the bounce.
yeah. He can get it, man. And if once he comes under control, man, because a couple of times he penetrated a little too deep and tried to make something happen when he should have just kicked it.
Right,
If he would have penetrated, dished in the lane, and then dished, he would have been straight.
right. You're right.
Which he did it in the red and white game. You know, he had him and JJ had a nice little connection going. He had two slams, fed JJ for two slams. So he has it in him, man. So
JJ can't slam from the bench.
no, he can't slam from the bench, man.
What you got, Mark?
I'm gonna go with Withers, West, mm, Davis. I don't like his pick, but I'm gonna stick with him.
Who's that?
Malik.
Okay.
Okay, so I just, bruh, no, it's just something I don't.
Who is it again? Say it again. I'm sorry.
Malik, yeah, Withers, Malik, West Davis. I like Samuels too, brother.
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
Samuels too,
He
man.
ain't no two guard though.
I know, but I like Samuels though, man.
I
I
think
throw him in there.
to me the problem with that lineup is that who's the 3-point shooter?
Hmm. I
If,
get
if
it.
I play that lineup, I'm zoning y'all. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like because it's almost like Samuel has to get a running start. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more of a slasher, spot up type thing. Like and so then we go
that's where
back
he
to me
that's where he gets in
because
trouble at.
Withers is a better 3-point shooter than him. So hell, you might as well put him at the two. He's better than him. But hold on, before this, let me give you mine. I'm gonna
Okay.
stick with West because I'm a defense. I'm a defensive guy. That's what
Yeah.
I love to do. I'm gonna go ahead and stick with. I got West. I'm bringing in Faulkner because bring back the combo stuff because he can get to
He
the
was.
hole. And
I tell you what.
don't base him off his game. I'm just saying because
Okay.
if we
Okay.
base on his game, then Sammy don't make a lick of sense. Willis don't make a lick
Right.
of sense. So I'm saying West, Faulkner, and I'm sticking with Noah. I'm going Noah. I'm going small ball on this shit. Okay. And until Withers show me something, I got Davis in there. Davis has been playing more big than Withers, and
Right.
Yeah.
I'll stick with Malik. I'll stick him with her. And I'm thinking like what showed last night is that do not rely solely on a 3-point shooter. And I know I
Yeah.
was getting you guys. You got to baby create when shit gets sticky.
Hmm.
Faulkner can
Yeah.
do that. I got no problem with that. He can do that. And my sixth man, and I forgot to ask you, my sixth man is L. Ellis, man. You got to put pressure on this defense, dude.
Yeah.
Uh, Apparently they love Malik limping and shit.
Because he got
Okay.
short.
But Malik give me 10 and 8, I'll take that.
Right.
I don't
Hey,
expect too much.
I tell you what, man. I really like the freshman 6'11" kid too.
Yeah, yeah. Apparently he
I mean,
must have
that's
been
why.
balling in practice because
Yeah.
he done moved some people out the way.
He plays. I mean, he plays hard, man, and I just think, man, if he's a freshman, he's gonna be here for 3 years.
Right.
Go ahead and let him take his lumps now, man, and get it out the way, and let him get some experience, some game time experience.
Right. No, you're right.
I mean, if you don't plan on redshirting him, what he good? What's he learning sitting on the bench?
And also, let me say this. Like I see on her, he had 8 minutes. Like why you even bring Gabe in? I know. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not a Gabe hater, but like Gabe could have sit them for a minute there, wait till you come back to the Yum Center, get this boy Will of them 4 minutes, and let him continue to grow with that. And so I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? And really, the whole thing, like we talked about, basically, it's an unfinished product. The problem is this.
Yeah,
I'm gonna say what the problem is. Nobody's guaranteed to come back. All these dudes is like
no,
grades and
Right.
anybody can jump into the portal. So it's like,
yeah.
ee.
That's why I say go with the freshman, man. Stick with your freshman.
Yeah, because
I mean, go ahead and recruit recruit a freshman. Which you got L. Ellis playing the point, which I'm glad y'all bought him. He bought him in
right,
for the
right.
first time. You know what I'm saying? As a freshman point guard starting out,
No, he's a
and we can.
JUCO.
He sure is, isn't he? He
He's a
sure is, isn't
JUCO.
he?
Yeah.
Why not go ahead and get you a freshman, man, and ride out with him, man, teach him your system, and maybe by his junior year or something, he's right.
No, you're right. I agree with you. I mean, I don't agree with solely doing a whole bunch. Now, I have no problem with some of them. You know, couple that you thinking, okay, that's going to improve my stuff. That's cool. You know, because Curry's a sophomore. Like, you
Yeah,
got to go ahead and like think about the future too. Not
yeah,
not do the don't broker everything, but nah. As everybody knows, as we just talked, everybody's gonna have different starting five. I think it's a lot of options. It's really gonna be basically if everybody can come together.
Mm-hmm.
Your
yeah,
coach, you're gonna have to see what rotation, what buttons to push, and in a year that everybody's watching you, that's a lot of
yeah,
cheese on that ass.
yeah,
I
yeah. Because you got to make a tournament this year.
oh, you have no choice.
You
You have
got to make
no,
a tournament this year,
you
and
are
that starts
otherwise.
this. Yeah, that starts this weekend. You already got one bad loss in Furman.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Michigan State's
Only
not
thing you can claim that ain't me.
right, but still, I mean,
I mean,
it was
it's still
overtime loss.
yeah. Which to me, I mean, I know it's a lot of haters of Mac, but that was an excessive penalty. I mean,
Yeah,
that was ridiculous. But that's
it
U of L.
was, man. Six games was too much.
That's U of L. Jump the gun, all kinds of stuff
Right.
out early, all that crazy.
Hey, even Jay Billis said it. Jay Billis said it was an overreaction.
Yeah, it was. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, that's silly. All right, let's get to this next one. This this big one that happened. Um,
Louisville in Kentucky football. Kentucky won 52-21. And before I let you guys dive in real quick, I'll talk to brother about this. Brother Bump, I want to hit you with this real quick. My personal opinion. This is just me. What's his name? Levi Lewis, whatever the hell his name is. The quarterback for Kentucky.
Levis.
Yeah, that guy.
yeah,
My whole thing is I would have took it. I took it very disrespectful for him to throw the L's down, right? So
right,
for me personally, if I'm a Louisville player, somebody got to get that personal foul. Somebody got to get ejected. You got to take it for the team
yeah,
because, true enough, the defense played horrible. They did, but we're
right,
not going to let this guy disrespect us.
Constantly.
We're not going to
yeah,
do that. And he
Constantly.
did it 4 times.
yeah,
Okay, that first one, all right, cool, you got us. That second one, no, ain't no 3 times. You can't keep doing that.
right,
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I feel like we done got soft. That's me. I don't know. That's just me.
Then
My
South.
personal opinion. We're soft. You can't let
yeah,
him come in our house and disrespect
I
us.
got you.
That's not
yeah,
supposed to happen.
What you
But
saying?
go ahead.
right.
Y'all
Nah,
go
you
ahead.
hear
Do
that? You
y'all.
hear that point?
Hey,
Go ahead,
yeah.
bump. Go ahead.
Hey, hey, you remember how they used to stop on the bird and they be ready to fight?
Yeah.
I'm not saying you should have cheap shot the kid or nothing, you know what I'm saying? But that's just
Yeah.
what they do. That's their fan base, you know what I'm saying? They throw the L's down, that's their new thing. But man, you got to stop the kid first.
Yeah,
You got all time in the world. He's running right up the middle for
slow,
touchdowns,
slow,
going in slow and throwing L's down in the end zone. Hit him one time.
slow,
Right.
slow.
Bump was
Where's your linebackers at?
My
Where's
big
your safety?
my big ass should have got it through some L's down.
Oh
Slow.
my goodness. Yeah, I would have hit him, man, then threw the L's down to him. Throw him down there.
Right.
You know. But when you can't stop him, that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
get it.
Booyah. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is, man, this is open dialogue. This is going back and forth,
Yeah.
and that's a great thing that you brought up. And you're absolutely right. I saw a picture where it looked like but I remember we played the Sales the last game,
Mhm.
and
Right.
how well we was gap assignment type stuff. Well, they had their split so far out that if I'm on this gap or right shoulder or whatever, I ain't seeing nobody to John. Like that's how
Mm-hmm.
deep. So it's like, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Bring the line back. Do whatever. Force that. So I saw a picture that if
When
you
he
walk
down,
up to
we
the
downshifted.
yeah,
When we had two guys on the
yes,
far right side.
yes.
When that happened, I was like, man, why
Come
are
on.
we down? He ran right up the middle for a
Thank you.
touchdown.
Thank you. I'm like, dude, really? Like, who is calling this shit? That's the problem. Like, who is calling this? And
Man,
I'm
I was on the
looking
phone.
at. I'm like,
I was on the phone.
I'd have fought him right on the spot.
Get out of here.
Yeah, that was terrible.
I'd have fought him right
I
on
mean, the middle of the field was just wide open. The middle of the field was just wide open.
all day long, all night long. I'd have got rid of him. Like, hey, dude, just get off the field.
Bye.
Yeah,
Get off
that
the
was
field
terrible, man.
right now. You now,
That was terrible.
right
The
now.
whole
You
game
got
was. I turned it off. I turned it off, man. Uh, on their first touchdown of the second half.
Hey, Bump, I wanted to bring that up real quick. I forgot all about
look at
that
this blown
because I
Yeah,
past.
know, brother, he was at the game. So I'm at
yeah,
home watching it, and I'm seeing you on Facebook. Bump said, I'm cutting this off. I was like, no, Bump, don't do
yeah,
it.
yeah. Hey,
He put up
hey, I
Chris
was
Jones
just.
and
Smart
everything. He said, I'm
guy.
cutting it off.
Hey, my
Smart
wife,
guy.
she'd be like, "Why are you?" My wife would be like, "Why do you be down there watching it? We could be out shopping somewhere." She said, "You know the outcome."
Look, ain't nobody at the malls or nothing. Yeah, yeah.
Right, right. She wants to get in the malls. I'm like, she's like, "We can't do nothing until Louisville goes off. Whatever's playing, Louisville's playing. We can't do nothing." I said, "Come on." I turned the TV off. Like, let's go, let's go, man.
He said, let's go.
I swear I didn't know the outcome of the game. I didn't know the final score until later that night. And could care less,
I was at the game and left third quarter ish. I didn't know either. The
man,
I'm just hearing sadness going on because it was so ridiculous, man. And there's no pride. You know what?
at all.
For a coach to be here 3 years, and you talking about, now I know about the rivalry. First of all, when you take the job,
You
the
should know about
AD
the
should
rivalry.
be in
Shut
your
your
ear
mouth
talking about,
about
look,
it.
that's
Yeah,
the
that's
one
the
game you
first
have to
thing,
win.
man.
You
This is
better
the
Yeah,
win.
one game you have to win. I whatever, dude. If you win this game, you forever be here.
yeah.
It's not hard
And
to.
you getting, I mean, this is the third year you're here, and you still getting beat 50 something to
It's like
21.
30
The last,
points. 30 points.
yeah,
Like, who
right.
does that?
And
Like,
they, and your last couple touchdowns we got was garbage point.
all that shit.
And then,
Except for the first one.
and you know what's sad now, the man is you got a local kid here that originally committed to Kentucky that stayed home
Yeah.
in I can't think of the kid's name for nothing.
You talking
He
about your
played at
boy from Butler,
right, kid from
the
Butler.
502.
Yeah, 502, who was the introductory kid for the hype video for the year, Welcome the Fans Back. They used him
Yeah.
to welcome the fans back, and he's trained in the transfer portal. And the two schools they saying that he's looking at is
Kentucky.
Purdue and Kentucky.
And
Purdue and Kentucky.
you know what, though? I'm going to tell you this, and damn, and you kind of threw me off because, hold on real quick. Butler boy. Hold on.
For who?
Nah, Louisville
What's the name?
this week.
Is it something Jordan?
Jordan, yeah, Jordan Watkins.
Jordan Watkins, yeah,
If you can go anywhere you need to, and I have no problem with that.
right,
Um, yes, you committed to talking about Jordan while he's in the transfer portal. That's the one who do 502 with Marshawn Lynch. You can go, any of these guys can go anywhere they want to. But as a true born breaded Cardinal,
right.
that don't even make sense. Like,
I mean,
no,
I can
no.
see Purdue.
I can see Purdue, and I can see
Yeah,
somewhere like he's good enough to go anywhere else. If you go to Kentucky, you wanted to go to Kentucky
From
from
the
the
yeah,
get
jump.
go.
Yeah, from the jump.
You don't
yeah.
switch like that. The only dude switch like that was my dude from who's dead from Kentucky,
Marvin Stone,
and
Marvin Stone.
he was from Alabama.
Yeah,
So that was a business move. That was a coach
right.
move. But if Jordan Watkins decided to go to Kentucky, he wasn't never a Louisville person anyway.
Absolutely not.
I agree. And Purdue, I understand. Purdue, they had a second string quarterback
Mm-hmm.
who completed 9 passes. No, he completed passes to 9 different receivers
Right.
in their last game against Indiana.
They smoked them. Good Lord.
Yeah, and you figure our receivers aren't getting the ball because Malik's running it all the time. The running backs can't get it on the goal line.
And get going.
So, right.
You know what? Let me ask you guys this. And I'll ask you first, Bump. Um, what would you, if you was the AD, what would you do with Satterfield?
Mm. Mm.
Let's go on it.
Uh,
Let's get the elephant out the room. Let's go
Mm.
ahead and.
Mm.
yeah, I would do it classy, man. I would tell them it's not working out. Because when I understand that you're gonna lose some, you know, what I'm saying, even the blowout Kentucky, but when you start losing local kids, and then you got local high school talented kids that are tweeting out, "I don't blame you, bro. Way to free yourself." You know, the direction of the program is not on the upward trajectory.
Right.
So man, you got to go ahead and get rid of him now. Look, you remember not to bring up UK, but you remember how they had not Barnhart, but what's the guy that came from Texas A&M basketball coach they had
Oh, Gillespie.
before Gillespie. He was there for what, a year or two, two
Yeah,
years,
get him out. Got it. You ain't the
and they
right
seen the
fit.
direction. They seen the direction the program was going. You got to go.
Yeah.
So
I
I think, man, right now you got to go here. If you're gonna pull the trigger, you got to because Purdue is gonna throw a whole bunch of money at Braun, and that's who they want. Or if you don't get Braun, you gotta go at Dave or Grown or somebody.
I like that. I like David
Yeah,
over Brown because
yeah.
Brown's sitting there just peddling like, if I can get 10 million, you ain't worth it. I'm sorry.
No,
You ain't
no.
worth it. You ain't worth
I
it.
mean, he's a great offensive coach, but they defense sucks too.
Sucks. Yeah, and you
Yeah,
know, yeah, we like offense, but we like defense too.
right.
How about you, Mark?
Hey,
About the center field.
you ready?
Go ahead.
Little bottle of wine.
Yeah.
You good? Good for wine.
Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
sure?
Go
Hey
ahead.
man. You see that score?
50-20.
Yeah, man. I don't think it's. We're losing kids local.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
This
Like you
might
said.
be the last bottle you get from me, but I just want to let you know this ain't working out.
Right.
You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right.
And
Right.
yeah.
I want us to keep our friendship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there you go. There you go, Mark. There you go.
But at the same time, this ain't gonna work out, brother.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I need to find somebody else to get this program back to where I need it to be. Where the
Yeah,
Lamar was at, the Teddy Bridgewaters.
Right. Right.
You can't give that to me.
Right.
I appreciate you. Gave you some money,
A ton of money. Thank you.
but
A ton of money.
this relationship
yeah,
is over.
Yeah. And
yeah.
I want to say,
Well,
I want to say something real quick. For the Watkins and stuff like that.
Disrespect my last.
You know the crazy thing is, if you don't build relationships with Vaughn, with Carlos Collins, and all these, like you have to build relationships with these dudes
Yes.
because Watkins is a
yeah,
Vaughn guy
yeah.
who used to play at U of L,
Are you serious?
Right.
who does not give a shit about you really right now.
Right.
I mean, that's scary. You know what I'm saying? He come on the show and tell me that I know I do. I respect that, but he's a fun guy.
Mm.
And
Yeah.
so my thing is this: you need to see what these things. It's bigger than high school. People are like, well, he don't come to high school. No, you ain't dealing with Vaughn. You ain't dealing with Carlos. You ain't dealing with all these other cats
Mm-hmm.
that are really into their fight. It's bigger than high school
It really is.
Yeah.
because a lot of these AAU or these trainers or different stuff like that is cool with mom and dad,
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
A
big
lot of handlers.
time.
Yeah, a lot of
So
handlers, man.
I bet you anything. The tweet that you saw or several tweets you said, hey, free yourself. If it was high school people, I bet you if you look hard enough, who they align with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that's as a coach and as assistant coaches, you got to know that because that's what's going down. Everybody wants to say, well, you ain't recruiting, man. You ain't recruiting, man. You ain't go-. No. You need to get you still go to schools. How you doing, son? But who is dealing with you?
Right.
Who's closer to your mom and pops? Is it the head coach who really don't mess with you?
Right.
Or is it
The
the
guy that's been
athletic
training you for
trainer?
5 years. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being real.
No, you're right.
But I'm gonna say this. As far as him, man, I agree with you guys. I think it's time to roll it out and say, bro, uh, not only do you not know about the rivalry, apparently your team's not tough enough. Let's say that.
No.
Apparently,
No.
apparently, you was in the weakest ACC conference year,
Yeah.
and you couldn't do that.
No.
You couldn't beat
Upon.
Clemson, who you may never beat ever now.
Mm-hmm.
On
No,
the
that's a
down
wrap.
year. On the down
That's a
year.
wrap. That's a
Yeah.
wrap, man.
Because they'll be
You was
back.
first and go. First and go from the two with what, a minute left.
Couldn't get in there.
Couldn't get it in there.
You have numerous ballers, but you still want to constantly give it to Malik.
Yeah.
I mean, you actually did a great job as far as for his numbers.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But he has a lot of more than that, brother.
Right.
And but
Yeah.
you
He
sit
still did.
there
He still didn't even make honorable mention ACC.
exactly because it ain't about just numbers. When I see
Right.
you play, who? Let me see what you did when you played such and such. You was garbage.
Right.
That type of stuff. So no, I'm agreeing with you guys. I think they should go ahead and just say, it was good while it
Well,
lasted.
it lasted. It is what it is.
Yeah.
Time to go. But I also love how, like you just said, I like the Ragones. I like the different things. Don't get stuck on, oh boy, Braun, man. Braun
No.
stiffed you with a stiff arm the first time. I'm a bitter
Right.
dude. I'm petty like that.
Yeah, you
I ain't
are.
coming back with you.
Yeah.
And then Ragone, think about it, he played here. He's been, you know what I'm saying, he's paying his dues in the NFL as an offensive coordinator now for the Atlanta Falcons, I believe. So he knows what he's doing, man. So bring a guy like that in here that has a passion for Louisville. You know what I mean? And you can even pick up an assist as far as like what's the quarterback we had
Who?
before Ragone?
Shit.
LaFleur, Stephon LaFleur.
Oh, that's my dog. He's back.
Yeah,
He's back
yeah.
in Louisiana. Yeah.
Is he back in
Yeah,
Louisiana now?
because Hunter and them is at Cal now.
Okay, okay.
And Redmond. See, so now
Yeah,
Redmond's
yeah.
in coaching. Go bring him up through here.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Say, hey, office coordinator, something, dude. Let me know you know your stuff.
There's
Something
somebody with
like
some passion, man, that understands the rivalry. You know what I mean?
but also is this.
The,
Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask y'all this, but I'm also gonna state this. Oh, good catch, touchdown. Yes, sir.
Mm.
Um, I gotta let Vince go too, bro. That's a
who?
state. Vince, Vince Tyree. That's a
Oh
statement of
yeah,
question. That's
yeah.
everything. I gotta let him go too.
Let the whole house go.
I gotta let him go, bro. You
Hey,
get it gone. Get it gone.
Get
if
gone.
and you know what, man, you got too many people from Lexington on that that's running our program right now.
right,
Mm.
right.
You know, I don't want to get into the politics of it or everything that happened with the ex-governor putting all the people on our board and the way they did George and Patino. That's a whole nother show. But man, I just think we got too many people upstairs that's happy to see us. You can get your money in Louisville, but you go home and root for somebody else in front of their TV, if you know what I mean.
Right, right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, you
saying?
hired
So
somebody
yeah,
over the
I give
fan.
my
Was over the
right.
the
Yeah, I'm
fan appreciation love thing. Who
right.
tweeted 5, 6 years ago, "F Louisville, Louisville sucks," and
Yeah,
all that shit. And he got a job.
yeah, job. Over, oh, matter of fact, he got an important job over fan
Bro,
appreciation or
yeah, so
something,
say yeah, yeah, yeah,
fan experience or something, fan
yeah. Come
experience.
on now, are you serious?
So man, yeah, you got people like that, man, that's running the program right
How do
now.
you not
So
check that shit
yeah, and you got people, man, that just don't. I don't think have the best interest of the school at heart.
at all?
That doesn't mind seeing us being just follow to mediocrity. You know what I'm saying,
Number
like we've
two,
done.
a number two in the
Yeah,
state.
right, exactly. Because you remember, man, a couple years ago when Kentucky downsized their stadium,
Yep.
that same summer, that same summer, Louisville upgraded
Right,
their
right,
stadium, and after that, man, all hell broke loose.
right,
So people don't think, man, people don't think politics plays into it. It does because you're not supposed to have more than they got down the street.
right. So that's a question. Let me ask you guys this real quick. So as we talk about Vince, Tyree, and all this kind of stuff, so his boss, I ain't saying let her go, but somebody need to be in that area. Hey, this is not
Yeah.
where it should be.
And see,
Somebody
the
need to
thing with
force
her,
something in,
I don't think she
and
really cares about
and that
sports.
and that's
Period.
a
Yeah.
problem.
Yep.
That's a
Yep.
Yeah.
problem
Yep.
because the
Yep.
sport. Don't get me wrong, academics is we know. I got my degree from her. I mean, I understand that. I
Right.
love it. Whatever. But you know what the engine that drives the train.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
if she's like that, that's a serious issue.
Right.
Y'all talking about meeting with the AD and the coach? Meet with her because
Yeah.
are you satisfied with this? Because if she's like, well,
Nah.
you know what, we're gonna give it a rah-rah chance next year. Oh,
Yeah, it's gonna be
oh,
some problems.
yeah, that's a problem. It's a serious problem, bro.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you got to look at everything like that, and and then you got to
Mm.
think the carousel's so deep now with all these coaches being fired. I really think that they're not going to farm.
They're not.
I don't think they are.
I'm
I,
with
I really don't. I think he's gonna wait till next year to pull the plug on him because he's gonna figure. I mean, unless the fan base, the outcry from the fan base, if he shows up next year and he sees those stands to where start losing games early, people are already disgruntled. Because like right now, I was listening today on the radio on the college show and people was talking about we might the bowl projection is UAB or somebody like that. Somebody from the AAC in Alabama. You know what I'm saying, in Alabama. What any good does that does us?
Right, right.
It does us no good. I mean, how does that benefit the program playing somebody like that
For the
in a
bogus,
terrible ball game? Right,
horrible bowl game,
right.
horrible bowl game. You right,
So, so
but
man, I mean, it just doesn't. So you show up next year and he sees the fan base that's doing what they did against Craig. What's his name? Craig Thorpe.
yeah.
If the people stop coming to the games and they start losing money, they don't have no choice but to get rid of them.
Let me before we end this, let me ask you this. Ask you both of you
yeah,
guys
yeah.
this, and this is not even really solely about Louisville. And I know we talked about it before because we think that the players should have rights too. But this transfer portal is an issue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
It's an issue. I I think. Let me say this: the reason why I'm thinking it's an issue because really you can be in there every year. I don't think you should be able to be in there every year. I think once you go to school, shit don't work, you get one free pass
To go.
yeah,
to go
Yeah.
somewhere.
Yeah.
We don't have people that transfer two, three times.
yeah,
That's an issue.
Yeah.
I get you.
I don't like that.
No, you should. I don't think that every year stuff, man, because you know, I don't understand when people get ticked off talking about when the coaches leave every year or whatnot, and they do. But man, if you make a commitment somewhere, and I think they should at least stay for 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because a lot of kids are transferring because I'm not starting,
Oh yeah.
or what I'm saying, I'm ticked off about something, and they just want to get out of her. But man, I think give it a chance, man. 2 years. If you're not feeling the school, okay, you got that one transfer. I get out of jail card free.
Yeah.
Man, we done
But
had.
like every year, man, that's too much, man. That's too
Yeah.
much.
Hey, Bump, I totally
What's up, Shan? I'm
agree.
sorry. I'm catching up with
Go ahead,
shit.
go ahead.
What's up, Kevin? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm
I
sorry.
totally
Okay.
agree with what you saying, Bump. Totally agree. But I feel like sometimes it's the kid's fault to sit here and think that you can go to this big power school and start.
Hmm.
And sometimes you can't. You got to
Right.
know what you're doing. And I feel like that goes with parenting too.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
It's almost like, okay, with Alabama.
Okay.
Hey, Will, you the number one defensive end in
Right.
Louisville, Kentucky,
Right. Right. Right.
and you want to go to Alabama,
Right.
and they got 15 other cats that's the same level as you,
True.
and you go there and
Mhm.
get that full ride, but you're not on the field.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like it's more or less like, okay, let's sit down and talk about this. You're not going to start there. You're not going to play there. Let's go somewhere to play. I think these kids is too much want to go to these Division I schools.
Oh yeah.
And
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can ball out and
I
go
am.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people who done it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? We can name them all day long, but I think it's more of the background.
True. Well, and it's kind of like, and I can combine it together. What y'all saying? First of all, Coach Kevin said, Coach Watson said, Bump, I need to come over to the crib and get on a show with y'all next time.
Hey, Cat, we can do a show, man. How we used to run the city, man, in Little League when we used to play, man. How
We
we
ain't
used to
doing
run
that
the
shit.
city. Hey, we used to run the city, man.
But hold on,
Get
let me.
Wink was with us too.
I know he was. Y'all was doing your thing. Hold
Yeah.
on, real quick. So let me go back to that. Um, if you have a kid, and we have a kid in the state of Kentucky, I ain't gonna say the name, that was probably he got promoted to a 5 star, and all these coaches want him. He ended up going to Kentucky. Um, so this your education. This your study.
Mm.
Because you got to think, if Alabama wants you, and if you think you that top dude only, that's a serious problem when you're camp.
Yeah.
That's your camp problem. And so, like we say, background, do your background. That's what I'm saying. That, you're absolutely right. Who's there? What's going on? What's? Let me see some tape. Let me see the coach. That's an issue. If you say, okay, I'm still going there, that's a big time issue right there. Number two, I bring in bump situation with yours. Say you go right 1 year. All right, man, I ain't sorry. That second year, I'm trying to ball and I don't start. I'm out of there. My whole thing is this. I'm saying, go and get you this 1 year. Like
Yeah.
you get one pass. If it's your freshman year or your sophomore year, you can go. Don't sit down. You can rock and roll. But when I see these cats,
Yeah.
that's a serious issue to me. Not
Yeah.
only is that a serious issue with the people in your support
Your
people,
support people.
it's a serious issue with you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Because why not do your homework, like you said, your background thing? Why not fight like what Bump saying? Hey, Bump is pretty much saying, hey man, 2 years. Fight for that position,
Right.
brother.
Absolutely.
And if you ain't get it, then okay. I can see that.
It is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and
And he's
that's
absolutely
big.
right. Fight
And,
for two
and you're
years.
right too. Like, how much homework are you doing?
it's
All
it's
right,
it's this big name school, so I'm gonna go. That's what they do. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Coach Kevin said 52-21 wasn't even that close, right? You guys been bullying them mentally with the whole L down, right? And also, My thing is when we preview the show, this is my thing. When we preview the show, one of the things I said that was off in a good sense for Kentucky is that their defensive line and offensive line is far superior than Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we knew it going in the year.
Yeah,
And
I
you know
mean,
something that Chris, the Abernathy man, he hit me today. We was talking, and he said, man, you know something? Years past when we was dominating them, something that you noticed this year. He said, in years past, Kentucky will always try to start fights in the beginning of the game.
oh yeah, to get in
He
the
said,
head.
he said, right. He said, but this year, he said, Louisville was over there trying to fight, man. In the beginning of the game,
Fake
he said, I
juice,
knew we lost. He said, I knew we lost in.
fake juice, fake
Yeah,
juice,
exactly,
fake
exactly,
juice.
man, exactly.
Hell, they saw how big it was. Like, oh Lord, here we go again, like Clemson. And the thing about it
Yeah,
is, they're big and they have some talent, but they ain't got talent like Clemson. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no,
that's the problem. Like,
Yeah.
University of Louisville should be big too,
yeah.
and not be talented as Clemson. You know what I'm saying? But
Hey,
baby
just
could do some shit.
just think they barely beat Chattanooga at home.
Not just Chattanooga. It was quite a few, but they blew the doors off at your house, bro. At your
Blew the
house.
brakes off of you. Right.
That's an issue. That's a big
Yeah.
time issue, and that's a coaching issue. That's recruiting issue,
Yeah.
because why am I in ACC and I'm recruiting linemen who's 5'11" and 280, 260?
Right. Even defensive lineman, like he said, man, he said
That's what I'm
you
talking
got
about. I'm talking about
yeah,
defensive
defensive
linemen.
lineman,
I didn't talk
right,
about offensive.
270.
Yeah,
He's not gonna get around a guy that's 320 on the offensive line. I don't care how quick you are.
that's that's not knowing. That's not knowing the league you're in, or even knowing
Right.
the Power Five that you're in. Because say you get there, you bomb. Like the issue with Lamar's team is that granted we had some big players, but you didn't have enough big players if you went there to face Alabama, face whatever. Hell, we
Right.
saw at the beginning of the seasons when he was here. Like he was a
Yeah.
special athlete. You
And
give
that's
him a
one
little
thing I
time, he can make things happen. Everybody's not Lamar.
and that's one thing I give Stoops, man, and Barnhart. He stuck with Barnhart because Kentucky fans, whether they want me or not, they was ready to get rid of him in year 3 or 4.
Oh, easy.
That's ready to get rid of him. But he built that program brick by brick, man, and he recruited kids with SEC caliber talent and size.
Yeah. Size, I would say
So
size. And
yeah,
he got some
size,
four
size.
stars, he got some 5 stars. But I would say this. You like he done came I think in second place 3 times out of 9 years.
Yeah, and the thing about it, man, it's something somebody told me today.
Hold
Is
on, let me finish.
Kentucky
Let me finish. Let me finish real quick.
good?
That has not been the same SEC East.
Without question.
Now, and then you gotta look. This schedule, it was not a hard schedule.
That's what I was
You
about to say for the last three
okay? Go
years.
ahead. Go ahead.
But for the last 3 years, Kentucky hasn't
There he
beat
is.
a,
Go
they
ahead.
haven't beat a team. They haven't beat a team with a winning record aside from us.
They didn't beat nobody but us as with a winner. Yeah, like you said. Yeah, right,
Right.
right,
Exactly.
right.
For the past 3 years.
I know. Yeah, you're right. Right.
So
So,
I mean,
so,
you know,
so, a lot of fools go in that.
exactly,
But go
exactly.
ahead and get that. Chris said most young men coming out don't realize one, there are 30 other number ones on the team. Two, every year they trying to find another number one at your job. And really 65% of this is mental. Yeah, yeah, all right,
Yeah,
right. You're absolutely right. And Bump, you hit it on the head because I saw the same thing and I read that and I was like, it looks good on paper.
yeah.
It looks good
It
on
makes
paper.
the fan base happy.
Right. Uh oh.
Yeah,
Coach
yeah,
Coach
yeah,
Watson said the transfer starting in high school. A kid is going to 2 to 3. Right, right. It's a warning flag.
yeah,
You're absolutely right, Coach. That is a big time warning flag, and I see it like I talked to several, like especially when I was dealing with the middle school. And they are the fathers and mamas already talking about, well, I don't know if my son can play and do this and that. They don't want competition. They want glory.
No. Yeah.
They want satisfaction. And I'm thinking, okay, I understand that. I I don't know, because I was, and not just because of male, like before my father and my mother drilled that in me, like when I was a little, like you get to compete. If
Yeah.
you
That's just a
lose, you
given.
lose, you lose. You're not
Right.
good enough. You know what I'm saying? And that's okay. But you can go ahead and work on that craft. You got too many people like, oh no. And so when you get to a certain age, especially in high school, oh man, I mean, I see people, y'all see people on Twitter, and you ask them how many, I done went to 3 high schools. What?
Yeah.
Who
But you know
does
what, man?
that?
That start that starts when the kids are young. Man, I see even on Facebook where parents will put on their they son score. We beat them 52-0 because you and your other parents done stack the team and get all the good kids on one team.
Right.
You know, that's not teaching your kids now. That's not teaching them competition
At all. And you're
at
gonna
all,
lose.
man.
And you're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You're gonna take a loss, and that's okay. That's
Right.
okay. This shake it off, get better. Work on, man.
Right.
You know how many times we done played ball and stuff like that, and the dude did you in. Hell, some of the dudes that been on the show did me in, but you best
Right.
believe the next time we play, you ain't doing me in.
Right. Exactly.
You work on it. Like, hold on, I remember he did this. You do this. You learn from.
But
But these
but you grew up from the different generation, man, to where competition was accepted.
right, and it's
You
definitely
know, competition was accepted. You look for competition.
you right. You absolutely, and
It's
that's
not
a
like that now,
serious
man.
issue. That's a serious issue, big time, and all that. And I don't understand it, and it's crazy. I mean, we grew up when Central was in 4A.
Yeah.
Let me say it again. We grew up when Central was in 4A. We also grew up when Trinity did not want to play us.
So what?
I
We
said
didn't
that
scrimmage
last
us,
night on the
remember?
show. We actually asked them to play us.
Try to get a scrimmage,
A
remember?
scrimmage did not count. Didn't
No,
want that
they won't
smoke.
play us.
Didn't want that smoke. We ain't got to see y'all. Didn't want that smoke. So it's like competition is from the head, from the rooter to from the from the rooter to the tutor. So it's
Yeah.
like you got parents doing it, and it's worse now with the parents. It's worse now. First of all, did y'all see real quick? Oh boy, who punched that guy in the line?
Yeah, I seen that. I
Basketball line.
seen that today. I seen that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Boy,
Yeah.
what was that about, bro?
You found
That's
What,
crazy,
hard.
man.
what was that about? Now, they lost by 30, but what was like sportsmanship is not here anymore,
Yeah.
bro.
Parents.
No, it's not. Parents don't
Right.
teach it no more, man.
Parenting, coaching, because I'm coaches. And we done a little league show. Where the trophy at?
Parents.
Where the trophy at, bro?
Mm.
You know where the trophy is. Trophy's at the crib. It's at the crib. I'm sitting at the crib with the trophy. Y'all ain't worry about
Yeah.
none of all that shit. So I mean, and that's sad. Coach said kids today on highlight clips and not win. And you're absolutely right, Coach. Damn, Coach. Yeah, we definitely got to set up something when we all of us is on here, because I got some questions to ask you. Just exactly what you said about that, because I know it has to be difficult as hell when you have a lot of other strings pulling at this kid that
Mm-hmm.
that is
Yeah.
a good player at your program. How do you adapt to that?
Mm-hmm.
That shit. That's serious. All right, man. We done been on here. We done did a lot of stuff. We appreciate you, Bump. We
Oh,
gonna
no
wrap it
doubt,
up.
man.
We ain't
Anytime,
we ain't gonna
anytime.
do no NFL preview. We watching the game, doing stuff right now. We appreciate you, brother. We're gonna get you
All
back
right.
on here, and so we can go ahead and we'll come up with a schedule so we can rock and roll. Definitely, Coach will get you on her. You know what I'm saying? Hell, you ain't got to go to Bump. This is gonna hit us. Let us know when you want to come on, and we'll put you on her. We'll
Yeah.
send a link on there. We all can get there and all that stuff,
Right.
man. Big time, because it's a lot of stuff. I have a lot of people come to me, and I'm sure Mark does too. and bump to that. A lot of these people come with like, hey man, cover this, cover that. Let's talk about Little League and talk about kid getting a scholarship offer at 6 or 7. I don't agree with a kid getting a scholarship offer at 6 or 7. He may not ever grow
No.
again.
Right.
What kind of shit
Right.
is that? I'm not impressed by that.
Not at all.
That's a media grab.
Yeah.
You know, the kids who are rocking and rolling from the state, from the city of Louisville, that are rock and roll. Let's take some pride in that. I don't care where they at. I love that. I don't care basketball, football, they are tennis, golf, they're rocking and rolling. Yes, you would love to see Louisville, Kentucky to get them all. You would love to see Louisville for 502 to get them all because a lot of these county schools didn't want to come to Cardinal Stadium for the finals.
Right.
That's why it's out of Papa John's because they boycotted and wouldn't come. So then they moved it to Western Kentucky. They
Yeah.
was going there. They're like, we ain't going there either. We want it in Lex. Fine and dandy. That's cool. But you know what? If you want to be big boys, let's do like Indiana basketball. Everybody plays for the champion. There's only one state champion.
Yeah.
If you're really that tough, let's do that. So it ain't gonna be
Okay.
no, well, nah, Frederick and all that. Let's go one. Let's do it. You might have to start the playoffs early. That's okay. Let's knock them out the box because there's a lot of counterfeit teams out there
Oh, no question.
that's
I
saying
mean,
we're the best in
I
the state. Y'all
real
not
quick,
the
cause
best in the state.
I'm gonna
And
tell
if
you one
it,
thing
hold
and get
on,
off
and
because
if it, even if you don't do that, you got 6, so 6 ain't right now, right? You got to make it 8 though. But let's go ahead and do a playoffs with all the champions. Let's claim it if you want to do that
yeah,
because there's been some people who got some state championships that probably shouldn't have.
exactly. We know it, and you got a lot of schools in the city, man. Schools like Manu, Ballard, PRP, that's way better than some of these county schools, man. That sneak in there because they haven't played nobody. I'm glad it's two Louisville City schools in there now. You know, that's playing each other, but
Right,
I still don't think Louisville gets the first shot far as the teams we really should have in there because if you put a Manu out there out in the state, they're gonna
woo,
dominate.
dominate, dominate.
Yeah,
PRP, firm. I
right.
mean, these teams that are like have to face the Saint X, the Trinities, the Males,
Right.
stuff like that. Yeah, man, drop them down to 5A and see what that looks like.
Oh my goodness. You see what Central did once they got dropped in.
4A, that type stuff. You know,
Yeah.
so hey, real quick, Male plays Saint X on Saturday. Rematch. You see what's going on. I'll be up in there doing what I got to do. Should be a good game. Also, I don't know if people watch the show. We learned a lot about that first game. There was a lot of people
Mm-hmm.
missing on that male sidelines that first game.
Yep.
Yeah.
So should be a good one. And a lot of people was missing was that defensive unit. So we're gonna see
Okay.
what
Yeah.
people talk about. So hey, I'll be reporting, I'll be videoing, I'll do all this, I'll be tweeting. I'm actually not gonna be on the field. I'll be, what I'm saying, because the vision ain't hit me up.
Oh shit. Oh Lord Jesus.
Go dogs.
Uh on that
I'm not
note,
I'm not holding nobody. I ain't back. I mean,
on that note,
they ain't hooked me up.
on that on that
Hey,
note,
they ain't hooked you up either. I mean, on that one, right?
I get it, brother, but damn, I didn't know you gonna do it like this. Brother Bump,
What's up?
appreciate you.
Oh,
I
no
think
doubt, man. No doubt.
you
No
family.
doubt.
You family.
No doubt.
I ain't
Absolutely.
holding nothing back. Raw and uncut, baby.
You are family.
I need
Our
passes to
child.
everything.
He's still going. Bump. Love you, brother.
Love y'all too, man. Y'all stay up, man. Y'all be good.
All right, man. Hey, thank you. I'll
All
holler
right,
at you,
boy.
brother. And if you see a pass, holler at me.
No doubt.
First. This
It's 8 p.m. Crease. Let's get it. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. Mark and Will, yeah, yeah. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Monday through Friday, player. Watch it while you on the go. It's the Mark and Will Show. It's the Mark and Will Show. Catch them at 8 p.m. They gon' tell you what they know.